Let's talk advanced SEO for photographers. Welcome to my photography business channel. My name is Rosh. This video is part of a series of 31 videos that I'm creating in the month of May to support you with your photography business. As I create these last few videos for you, some people are asking what's next. Well, I'll share a lot more about what's next in tomorrow's video when I talk about what I would do if I was starting my photography business all over again. However, I do have something related to business coaching at the end of this video, so you might want to stick around and check it out. In the first photography SEO video, I talked about the user intent, and I must have used the word user experience 5 or 6 times throughout the video because it's extremely important to understand the importance of the user intent and the experience. So if you want to go back to that video and see what I had to say about the basics of SEO, I highly recommend it. But in this video, we're going to get into some more advanced ideas related to SEO. And let me be perfectly forward with you. You need to make sure you understand what you're doing before you attempt some of these concepts and ideas and tactics and strategies because, as I said, this is the advanced section for SEO. In the first video, I talked about mobile first. However, there has been an update as it relates to Google. Starting July 1st, 2019, Google is going to index all new websites in its mobile first index, which means when it looks at a new website, it's going to look at it through the lens of mobile. So it will rank based on how well it looks, acts, and the user experience, and as well as all the information on that page based on how you would view it via a mobile device. Now I have an interesting chart that I want to show you as it relates to traffic to a website and how it affects SEO. We'll get to that near the end of the video, but first I want to talk a little bit more about on-page SEO. When it comes to photographers, again, we need to be thinking about that mobile first index. In other words, our images need to load quickly. This means you need to compress your images as much as possible to the point at which they start to deteriorate, quite honestly. You want them to look as best as they can for the viewer, but they need to take up as little room as possible so they load quickly. Don't forget to use your alt tags to help describe what your photo is about, but also consider the words around your photographs. These words, such as in the description, maybe below your photograph, help Google understand what that photograph is about, which also helps Google understand what that page is about. Use Markup Language found at schema.org. This helps Google and the other search engines categorize your photographs. Not only that, if you want your photographs to be found as featured snippets on the front page of search results on Google and other search engines, the schema.org markup language will help increase the odds that it'll be your photo that is shown. I often promote the idea of using video to promote your services. However, embedded videos, especially from Vimeo or YouTube, can slow your website down. And it's important to have a fast loading website. So what you can use is the thumbnail of that video or a screen capture of that video and have a link connected to another page where people can watch the video. I often talk about how blogging can help drive traffic to your website, especially when you talk about locally related things in your photography, such as locations, maybe people or events. I have a tactic that I like to use called the keyword golden ratio. This helps me to rank my blog posts and drive a little bit of traffic quickly and then actually increase the amount of traffic over time. Now, the keyword golden ratio was developed by Doug Cunnington, and I'll leave a link in the description to his information. But let me describe a little bit about what I do. First, I use Ubersuggest to find a topic, and I find a topic that has a search volume of around 250. And then from there, I use all in title within Google. And again, all this will be explained in Doug's videos. What I do is divide the search volume into the all entitled count, and this gives me the ratio. And if the ratio is below 2.5, it's a good headline that has some search traffic and could drive new traffic to my website relatively quickly. After you write your blog post with that title, and sharing your images as well as making the text a little bit longer than the competition for that keyword, you then take that blog post over to Search Console, the Google property, Google/webmasters, and there you submit it to Google. And I have had my pages starting to rank within minutes. Now, there are other factors you might want to tune your web pages for that in some cases are a little controversial but seem to be important, at least to test, such as the click-through rate. How often do people click on your headline? That's actually a pretty good one to pay attention to. Another one is dwell time. How long are people staying on your page and website? And what about conversions? Are people converting, filling out forms, going to additional pages? These are things that you have control of that you can help improve over time, which can also help your search ranking. When it comes to off-page SEO, there are a number of things that you can do, and when you start working off-page, it gets a little tricky because Google can change the rules and even punish you for doing too much of one thing. So I always recommend that you don't do one thing to develop citations, one thing to develop links to your website or mentions of your website or brand. Do many different things. Create a link profile that is highly varied. Taking a step back when it comes to links, be sure you're linking within your website. Internal linking is a ranking factor. I've seen it over and over again. When I link relevant pages together, I see a boost in their rankings. One of the easiest things you can do is look for broken links. Links that were pointed to your website at one time that maybe were removed or now have the wrong web address. Maybe you made changes or the other site made changes, but you're still referenced or the page is still there and you want to reactivate or fix a link. This can easily be done with a simple email. Sometimes you put the link in. Maybe it's an old directory or an organization that you've belonged to for a long time. Make sure that all of your links around the web are correct. And don't let the bad links pointing to your website go to a 404 error page. Have them automatically redirected with the 301 redirect to your front page or an important page on your website. If you have a WordPress site, this can easily be done with a plugin. When it comes to local SEO, take advantage of what Google has offered you, which is a Google business page. And there are a lot of opportunities to be seen through Google with this page, as well as opportunities to create another website, as well as share information about your photographs, as well as links back to your home site. When developing links to your website, start off with your network, the people that you know, the people you've done business with, your vendors. Ask them if there's an opportunity for them to link to your website. If you have a good article idea or topic, you can share that on other blogs as a guest author. And a link, and often a no-follow link, but still, it is a valuable link, will be pointed to your website. And also your name will be out there as a photographer and author. The idea is that the more your name is out there on the web, Google takes notice. And Google will associate your name with that website. So even if there isn't a link in some situations, Google knows that you're out there and will associate your brand name, your personal name, your photography studio name with your website. When your name or brand is mentioned online, even without a link, it still has value. For example, maybe you're photographing for a charity event and they mention your name but don't have a link. Your name is mentioned as a photographer. Maybe you're speaking or you're showing your work somewhere, but there's no link. But you're very active in the community. And it's all associated, if not mostly associated, with photography. This adds authority to your website because Google has associated your name and your brand to photography and that website. It all works together to support your authority in moving you up the search engine listings. Now, this is a really advanced technique and it may not be something you want to do, and you better know what you're doing while you're doing it. But I have been known to create websites that support my main website. In other words, I'll try to rank for something related to photography. Create a website that's related to photography, supports photography, and then I'll have links on that website pointing to my website. And as that website increases up the ranks in the search engines, the value of those links also increase. And all those links work together to support my website. If you need a little more clarity or have some questions about that, put them in the comments below. Some of the tools that SEOs use to give them an advantage can be rather expensive. One being Quora, which is an extremely powerful on-page support tool. However, there's another tool that's referred to as POP or Page Optimizer Pro, which is not as expensive. So I would recommend looking at that one. Other tools you might want to consider for keyword research are Ahrefs and SEMrush. If there's one keyword that I would give you that will best support you with your search engine optimization goals. And remember, the goal of SEO is to drive traffic to your website. That one word is activity. Being active on your website, updating your website regularly, adding new pages, add new blog posts. You want your website to be a tool, a marketing tool, and that activity will help it. You also want to be active off-site in your social media. You want to be active in your community so people link to you and add citations around the web as an expert. Now, here's something I think you might find interesting. This chart shows increase in rank as I increased the amount of paid traffic. So as you can see with the first arrow on the left, there is no rank. This website does not rank at all. The middle arrow shows an increase in rank after the client accidentally left an ads campaign running before handing it over to me. The right arrow shows an increase in rank soon after the client handed over the campaign to me. This chart is a good indication that traffic to your website, no matter how you get it, is a ranking factor. I've seen this done with social media as well as Facebook ads. Just like all the tactics in this video, test before you go all in. I'm only going to talk about this next opportunity twice, in today's video and tomorrow's video. I'm starting a coaching group over at pro.roshsillars.com, and I have a coupon for you only available through these two videos. If you feel you need additional support with your photography business, then this is an excellent opportunity. One of the best parts about this group is access and the opportunity for me to support you live via Zoom video chat, where I can answer the pain point questions within your photography business and help support you with marketing ideas. Not only do we have the live chat sessions, but we have access to forums where you can ask questions of me and the community. I also place a lot of community-specific content as well as support materials to help you as you grow your business. So here's the deal. I open up registration for short periods of time every month or two. And the thing is, each time I open up for registration, I increase the rate. Now, I just revamped the pro.roshsillars.com site. So it's fresh, it's new, and it's a new group of people. So I'm considering the first people founding members, and I'm offering a really good rate of $39. And again, that will go up each time I open up for registration. But here's the deal, I have a coupon code to take another $10 off for people who watch these videos. And that coupon code is video. So that means you would pay $29 a month for as long as you are part of the group. That price will never go up. So pretty good opportunity if you want my opinion. If you're not ready right now, you can go to the site and put your name and email in, and I'll let you know the next time registration is open. I'll see you in the next video when I talk about what I would do if I were starting my photography business over.